Good day and welcome to your news at noon on Kaieteur Radio. I'm Kevin Smith. Local businessman and owner of the Pegasus Hotel, Robert Badal, is one of 6 vying for the acquisition of the quote-unquote profitable Marriott Hotel located in Kingston, Georgetown, and is the second highest bidder with a proposal of $55.5 million. The sale of the $60 million hotel is being facilitated by the government through NISL. NISL CEO Radhakrishna Sharma disclosed that 6 bidders met Monday's deadline for the submission of the bids for the Marriott Hotel. Among the bidders is an American company, a Jamaican company, as well as local companies. Coming in as the highest bidder at $65 million is the American company X LLC, whose principal is listed as Rami El Batwari, and Badal in second place with a bid of $55.5 million. Several APNU supporters have joined the ruling PPPC for the upcoming local government elections, but opposition leader Aubrey Norton appeared unbothered, maintaining that the party will hold on to its strongholds despite a few defections. The 2 main parties, as well as a number of independent candidates, submitted their symbols and list of contestants to GCOM station at the Critchlow Labour College on Monday. Meanwhile, the chairman of the APNU and leader of the PNC, Aubrey Norton, told the media that he is not too bothered that some of the party members have crossed the floor and joined the PPPC. Norton said he believes the APNU's support remains solid in its strongholds. And in response to industry action by oil workers, ExxonMobil's Nigerian affiliate has declared force majeure at multiple oil export terminals. Declaring force majeure has allowed the oil company to skip its contractual obligations due to events outside of its control. A spokesperson for Exxon, Michelle Gray, said in a statement on Monday that this is due to an industrial action by in-house workers' union. Gray added, and I quote, "The safety of our people, assets, and environment remains our top priority," end of quote. According to reports, unions took action after failing to resolve a dispute over pay, pension, and other issues. The disruption will be a blow to Nigeria, whose oil supply has been beset by disruptions, including theft from oil pipelines and sabotage for several years. And moving on, the Environmental Protection Agency on Monday issued a notice stating that Schlumberger Guyana is exempted from having to produce an environmental impact assessment for a radioactive source storage and calibration facility at Lot 1, Area X, Houston, East Bank, Demerara. The EPA said it has evaluated the project as per Section 11.2 of the Environmental Protection Act, taking into account the project site verification report, environmental assessment and management plan 2022, project summary, the International Atomic Energy Agency safety standards and security guidelines, the application submitted, and further relevant environmental information. Based on its assessment, the EPA said it has concluded that the environment will not be significantly impacted by the project. As such, it said the project is exempted from the requirement of an environmental impact assessment. And moving on, former Region 10 Chairman Sharma Solomon and former Member of Parliament Vanessa Kissoon are on the APNU list of candidates for the municipality of Linden at the upcoming local government elections. Solomon and Kissoon are seen as critical vote getters for the partnership. Local government elections will be held on June 12, 2023. At nomination day on Monday, Kissoon and Solomon had their names presented as part of the APNU's list by the political parties' representatives at GCOM. The entire proceeding was filled with pomp and circumstance as the PPPC brought out scores on the streets of Republic Avenue. You're listening to Kaieteur Radio. This is your news at noon. We'll return shortly after the break.
You don't have to be a fountain of knowledge to help children with their schoolwork while they're at home. But you do have to be caring, understanding, loving, and patient. It's an unsettling time for everyone, but children still need a safe and secure environment. So don't overwhelm them with endless news items or problems. Keep them gainfully occupied and amused, exercised and rested. Protect our children. A message from the Child Care and Protection Agency, Ministry of Human Services and Social Security, and UNICEF.
Welcome back. 5 firms have submitted millions in bids to supervise the construction of 4 stellings across the country. The stellings are being built by the Ministry of Public Works. This was revealed during a recent opening of tenders, which stated that the ministry is seeking supervisory services for the construction of Lot 1, the Kingston Goods Wharf and Port Kaieteur stelling in Region 1, and Lot 2, the Bartica and Legwan stellings. Residents of Kwabana and Manawarin in Sub-Region 1, Maruka, are being urged to speak out against sexual and domestic violence, which are prevalent in the communities. The call was made by representatives of the Director of Public Prosecutions Chambers during a 3-day collaborative outreach with the Women and Gender Equality Commission to the communities from April 13 to 15th. The mostly women and girls who attended the meetings were urged to stop peeping from behind their curtains during the acts of domestic violence and call the police. Several residents complained that they would make reports of sexual offenses and domestic violence to sitting Tushaus, but often the reports were not reported to the Aquero police station, and sometimes when such reports were given to the police, they were not investigated. And the national yield for the second crop of rice for 2022 is averaging over 6 tons per hectare, despite challenges faced by farmers due to climate change, Minister of Agriculture Zulfikar Mustafa has disclosed. During his weekly sector update program, the minister revealed that the improvements seen by the Guyana Rice Development Board were a result of farmers applying the correct agronomic practices, as well as the government's intervention to ensure farmers had the necessary support throughout the production cycle. While acknowledging that input costs continue to pose challenges to farmers, Minister Mustafa said that the government has been working to lower the cost of production, improve yields, and offer support to farmers across the country. And that is time we wrap things up by turning the pages of today's Kaieteur News to page 7, dedicated to being blunt. Exxon subsidiary insurance company and Guyana. There is no end to the shenanigans of Exxon. Exxon owns the insurance company providing coverage for Guyana. This is like a prisoner having a key to his own cell. He can do what he pleases, cause as much damage as possible, but experience no penalty, bear no responsibility, pay any costs. Guyanese. This is how Exxon is exposing and endangering all citizens. And that brings us to the end of today's News at Noon. I'm Kevin Smith. Thank you for listening.
Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur